Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of First Day Reviews. Today I am covering a mod for Farming Simulator 2013. Well, actually, it's a couple mods combined. It's the Forest mod, and then another mod made by a guy who did a map called Idaho, which is the one we're playing currently. I have a whole bunch of different simulator gear set up, so for running the machinery in this mod. When Farming Simulator 2013 came out, I wasn't like a super big fan of it, but I wasn't, I didn't hate it. I just wasn't really super big on the whole farming gig. But since this mod came out, I just got it all installed and set up yesterday, and with these controls, I am absolutely addicted to doing it. Very, very fun stuff. So yeah, that's why I have this camera set up here today, to kind of show the controls as I work on the machine. You can kind of get an idea of why I'm so addicted to it. So yeah, I'm just going to hop right in. Forgive me for not looking at the camera, but I'm going to be rocking here. Okay, so this is the map that this guy made. This is for the Idaho map. And what the guy's done is he's basically taken the forest mod, which is already used for doing the tree cutting and forestry part of things, and he's created a map that has logging roads all over it and cuttable trees already. In the original mod, you had to grow your own trees and then go cut them down, but he's gone and changed it so that you can just go out to this block and cut down the trees yourself. So I've placed this sawmill here, which we'll get to. I won't even talk about that yet, but so this is what I have currently, and you can buy this at your little vehicle shop or whatever. It's this big ass WF monster truck here with a big crane on it, and then I bought this trailer for it as well. There's all kinds of different trailers available. Actually, no, I'll do a quick run through here. So yeah, these are the mods that come with it, or the buildings that come with it. Set up wood chips. So far I've only used the sawmill because I've just kind of got into it, but I've been addicted to just murdering trees, so it's good times all around. Let's see here. Forestry vehicles. So this is all the forestry stuff. You can get seedling pallets. So you buy these pallets of trees to plant. This guy here places the trees. You get a chainsaw you can buy. Luckily this truck that I have right now, or this machine, has a chainsaw stuffed in the side of it, so you can just use that if you really want to. You can buy all these different attachments for your tractors. Different trailers. As a trailer I have, there you go, WF track, that's what I have. So you can go purchase all this stuff in the store, go pick it up, and then on the map, let's see here. So yeah, you buy your stuff here, and then you can take it and you drive all the way down here, and then he's made this entire block down here a forestry block, so you can just explore the heck out of it and go cut down trees, which we're about to do. So yeah, apologize if this video is going to be pretty long because it's going to take me a while to cut these trees up, but you know what, it's okay to have long videos once in a while, I figure. So okay, operation of this guy, we're going to hop in. Now you're able to look outside the vehicle all the time as well if you want, but I'm a sucker for immersion, so I stick with the first person view all the time. And for some reason I don't know how to get rid of this little info box up in the corner. I just haven't figured that out. I'm sure there's a method, but I don't know what it is. So yeah, it's set up. You can warm up your vehicle and then start her up. So yeah, in this, I have it set up so I can use the joysticks. So crane control, as you can see, I have it set up identical to a Medill button top, like a log unloader. I work at a mill, and I was able to kind of figure out what the controls were from a couple of friends of mine who work in the loading department. So yeah, using the left and right on that turns the actual head of the device. This raises the boom forward and closer, kind of like pivots the arm, and then this side moves it back and forth. And then you can also crunch down on things by pushing the two top buttons here. So yeah, if you want a better view of that, you got full control of the arm. You can go to this view too if you want, but I think it's cheating because I like cockpit views. Okay. So here we go. And yeah, I got it set up with the G27 so you can drive, do all your steering. Got the pedals for going to and fro. And you know what we're gonna do? We're going to fuel up before we go. I know we have pretty much full fuel, but it's good to show that too, so. Oops, did I just... Why am I taking that off there? That's okay. Oh, whoops, am I disconnected from my trailer already? Oh no. Oh, there we go. What's going on here? Whoops! I don't remember what buttons I'm pushing anymore. So... Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's... I screwed up my controls a little bit there, because I was trying to make it so I could attach my trailer with my shifter, and I think I kind of buggered up my shifting control there, but that's okay. So yeah, I've detached from my trailer now, because I wanted to go quickly get some fuel here. And I'm just using my POV hat switch to move around. My dream is to one day have the Oculus in this thing so I can look around, but for the time being, this is what we're stuck with, so that's life. Alright, apparently I barely didn't need any fuel at all, so that's good. Alright, let's go do some logging. Danger zone style. Okay. So, oops. This way. Then this way. Gotta get your peripherals done backwards here. So yeah, this is why it's gonna be a slow video, because I'm not very good at any of this backing up or driving stuff, so at least not when I'm not actually facing the right direction. Okay. So do these still controls work? Okay, so here we go. Off to the block. So now we just gotta go find a helpless tree. That looks like a helpless tree, let's take it. Or let's go find two helpless trees close to each other. Well, they're pretty close. Okay, so we're gonna park this sucker about here. Shut it off to save some fuel. So now you have the ability to go over and pick off this chainsaw off the side of your truck. Oops, that's not the button. Thank you, PDF. Oh, so you get this sweet chainsaw. And for some reason I'm in my vehicle again. I don't know what the hell I did there. I think I stepped on my pedal or something. Okay. So now you can only cut down trees that have this mark on them, this little mark that happens. Now luckily this guy who built this mod has a whole bunch of them around here, so you can just kind of drive around and find trees to cut down. But normally you'd have to grow them. There's another thing, for some reason when I do this mod, I think it'll double the trees when I start cutting it. Oh, this one doesn't. So, well, I'm trying to point. There's an indicator in the bottom right corner here that shows how much the tree is cut through. See how it says 89 down the corner? If you keep going, it'll start to cut. You can emulate your saw and make it look like you're actually cutting down the tree, but you don't have to. There she goes, timber. For some trees, I don't know why, but when you're cutting it, it duplicates and a second tree pops out. It's just a mod thing, but it's all good. Then you go along and trim your tree. Make sure you keep your saw touching the tree. I spend a while trying to figure that trick out. If it's not touching the tree, the limbs will not come off. Perfect. So there we have it. There's a tree ready for harvesting. Beautiful. But we're not done yet. We're gonna go grab another tree. We're gonna cut this one down too. And then I'll show you guys what we can do with it next. Oops, see there's that duplicate-y tree thing. I don't know what that's all about. That's okay. Regardless of that, it's still a very, very kick-ass mod, and I don't care if there's glitches, because they're not game-breaking in my opinion. Well, there's some, but that's okay. Alright, let's trim this sucker. God, I wish it was this easy to trim trees in real life. Yeah, just run the saw along wherever you feel like it, it'll trim itself. So yeah, you have the option. You can either hit O to put the chainsaw back, or you can just get in the truck. Actually, I have to fill it too. So if you hit X, he fills his chainsaw from the gas tank or from whatever reserves are in this thing. Okay, so here we are. There's our first tree. Must start the engine. Well, that would help, wouldn't it? Okay, so this will be the first craniness that I get to show you guys. Now, I've never tried to drag a whole tree, so we're going to see what happens here. We dropped our trailer? Oops, we forgot to drop our trailer. It's okay, we'll just back it over here and park it. Be real gentle. Oh. Need to play some more Euro Truck and get used to backing up again. Except now I play Euro Truck with the Oculus, so it's a little more natural. There we go, now we can just back her up here. As long as I can keep the damn thing straight. Straight-ish. There we go. So yeah, to get the joysticks working, I had to use a program called Joy to Key, which is the same one I used to get my excavator demo working. But you know, it's still pretty smooth considering. It's not perfect. Nothing in life is perfect, so that's the way she is. Now, it'd probably be smarter if I picked it up from the butt end, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna turn this mofo around. Okay. We don't want to get too far, but we don't want to get too close. That's the trick. Okay. Back to crane operation land. Now, do I have lights? Yes. Not the best lights, but they are lights, so we'll take them. So yeah, you can control your little guy here. And the physics are incredible. Like, the guys did an excellent job on this mod. It's kind of like playing that game where you gotta catch the let's pick it up a little further, right about there. Close up. And you have a little indicator in the bottom right. As I let go, that means it's open in the saddle or inside the gripper. And then if that little notification turns orange, means you got the log gripped. Then you can lift it. Now, I don't know about the actual realisticness of the physics. I'm not sure if a truck this size set to that could pick that log up. Maybe it could, but probably be some balancing issues in reality, but that's okay. We're gonna overlook that. So we're gonna bring it a little closer to the truck here. We're gonna try to back up with this in our arm and see how that goes. Just the tip, just the tip. Okay, so now we got our log. Where's our other log? Way up there. We're gonna take it up there. Just keep an eye on Mr. Log as we go. It's nice being able to use the G27 because you can kind of drive and manage your logs at the same time. I like to go a little bit past where we're supposed to go here. Even though we're having button top backwards, that's okay. Let's get about there. Is that crossing? No, actually, maybe we'll. Just a sec here. Can we turn this sucker? I kind of doubt it. She's a pretty heavy log. I don't think we can turn it. That's alright, we'll just drop her here and move her around after. Oops. The head sometimes gets a little twisted up in travel, but that's not gonna hurt nothing, so. Alright, figure out where I'm going. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can kind of tighten these up a little bit closer to one another. Grab. Oh, that's another issue. Sometimes you get it where it kind of looks like it's popping out of the thing. I think it's just a physics issue. Totally not a big deal, so it's all good. Oops. Are we maxed out? We're maxed out. There we go. And if we want to really get anal about it, we can push this sucker up even closer by driving around. Let's get a little bit closer. Stop, right about there. Stop, good. And I'm very, very excited for Farming Simulator 2015, which is coming here pretty soon, November or something, which I guess is soonish. Because they have forestry implemented by the company, and you can run processors with like swivel head processors. Oh, I'm so excited for that. Which you can pre-order right now. So if you don't have a copy, and apparently you don't need to use like any emulation joy to key programs because it supports dual joysticks and everything. So no pissing around. Although this is a really easy program to use. I've never really used emulators. XPatter a little bit, but joy to key is definitely one of the better ones. I'll probably post links to everything I used. Oops, my depth perception's shitty today. So am I maxed out here? Oh, I'm maxed out. Post links to where all the downloads are if I remember to and get the time. Okay, let's park her there. I'm gonna grab our chainsaw. So now, on these logs, you'll see they already pre-marked, which I wish trees would just fall down pre-marked. That'd be nice in reality. So now you have the option, you can either buck it all into cut to length or short logs, individual pieces, which I did the first time, and then I realized I don't really have to because this thing can pick up pretty big trees and put onto that trailer. So usually I will buck out the center and the top. So I do one, that's about one there. So I'm gonna buck this guy out right here. Chop. And chop. And give it a little kick sometimes and it'll move a little bit. Kind of get a little, oh, it's already got space. So you know where the buck line is. And what do we got? That's a pretty long log all on its own there. Wow, that's a big, oh, that's where the buck is. Okay, so, and then I chop the little top off because it's not going to help me where I'm going. If I can get down to it. Okay, buck the little top. Same for this guy, that's one good piece, so we're going to chop her about here. Chop. So yeah, one piece there. Yeah. Well, technically I could probably, no, that'd be way too long. Okay, so we'll chop out the middle again. Chop out the middle, and that should be one good piece, and we'll leave little cut to length tops. Okay. And can we give this guy a kick? Sometimes you can give them a little boot and they'll wiggle. There you go. And it just kind of gives you a little bit of a spacer so you know where your spot is. So now what I do, turn those lights back on. Now what I do is I like to sort it out, my pieces, a little bit, as much as I possibly can. So for instance, we got this top over here, which I don't really want getting mixed up with my good stuff. So I'll pick up the top and I'll just kind of chuck it over there somewhere. I just turned it the wrong way, it's okay. Sure, we can put the top over there. Put the top over there. And what I gotta do is I'm gonna go pick up those little cut to length pieces first. Cut to length, short logs, whatever you want to call them. At our mill we call them both, so who knows. Alright. There we go. You can find the like this mod's really got really good physics. Like if you want, you can loosen up on your grapple a little bit and kind of bounce the logs. Well, let's see if this one does it. To kind of figure out where the center mass is. Well, this one's not doing it as well as they usually do, but there you go. Kind of get a bounce. See if you want to move it more. See how you kind of start finding the center of mass? then you can tighten up on it. Well, now we're a little ways left, but that's still pretty good, so we'll accept that. Very, very cool. Whoops. Oh shit. There we go. Of course, I park in my blind spot because that's just what I do. And turn this sucker this way. Okay. Get a little bit further away from this guy. Actually, we can probably just grip it up here. Come on, you bugger. There we go, there we go, there we go. Actually, we'll move it up a little more. As boring as this might seem to some, I find it absolutely amazingly amusing. It's so fun. Like, I did this for like 3 hours last night when I got it finally set up. I'm like, I can't believe it's working! And like I said, I really enjoy it. In fact, this will probably be the game that I play constantly for the next like 7 months because I actually really enjoy it. Well, at least until 2015 comes out and hopefully they have a even better setup. Especially processors. I'm so excited to run a processor. Come on. It'd be really sweet if you had Medill top that wasn't like it didn't swing. Because on at least the place I work, the button tops have a solid static top. So you control the turning and the grabs. It doesn't swing like this one swings a lot. It doesn't have that swinginess to it. You have full control, which is kind of nice. But hey, beggars can't always be choosers, right? So that's life. I'm just trying to strategize how I'm gonna pick up these logs would be the best way. So I'm gonna go grab this guy. Oops. Hello, my name's depth perception. I don't have any today. I'm all out of depth perception. There we go. Well, sort of. A little bit. Takes a little while to get used to the controls. That's just depends how you set them up too, I guess. I'm just gonna drag this up here. Okay, that's good enough for that one. Oops. Sometimes they get hung up a little bit. Where's the other one? Oh, it's way over here. We're a little too close, I think. Here, so we're gonna go ahead a little. And back up a little. Come on. Come on. There we go. So yeah, this can be a bit of a long video, as you can see, because this kind of stuff takes a while. So feel free to fast forward. Or don't. Because maybe at the end of this video I'll have a draw planned. I like doing that now. It suggests people to actually watch the videos because they might think there's a draw there. I like doing draws. It's fun. It's fun giving back to the community. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's a little... There we go. Swinging heads take a little bit of practice, for sure. We're gonna pull this guy up here a little bit too. And like again, it does that kind of a weird little slippy thing, but that's okay. We're gonna let it roll because it's pretty sweet. Oh, and sometimes it gets hung up on the grapple. You just have to close it and then open it again usually, and it gets rid of it. Usually. There we go. Okay, so now we got a pile of logs. I'd cut down more trees, but you know what? That's enough for this, or else I'll be here all day. So we're just gonna do our sweet little backup here. Oops, we should probably make sure our grapple is facing forward so we don't get it hung up on a tree. Always be aware of where your grapple is. Safety 101. Yeah, right, safety 101. WCB would cut my head off if this was reality. Okay, trailer on. Now the other tricky part is where you want to park your trailer to load the logs. That can be also a bit of a adventure, to say the least. Load your longs before you put your shorts on with this trailer. Another funny thing, because if you don't, situations arise, I must say. Try to get as close as possible without like running over the loads. Maybe a little bit more. Kind of line it up with where you want the tops to stick out, and they kind of tend to slide forward a little more. So, oops, go forward, go forward. There we go. Still have my work light on? You wouldn't think it, eh? Quality is key. Okay, here we go. You can probably tighten that log up a little bit too, because it's kind of sticking out here. Is it too close? Oh no, we can get her. We can get it. We have the technology. There we go. Oh, a little bit of a slippery devil. Again here, move it back. And let's see if we can give it a bunt here. I don't think it's gonna work. You might have to use the actual. We'll use the machine head. Never ever do this in real life. You'd bust the head off and, oh man. Make an employer really unhappy with your performance is what would happen. But for this, we're just gonna roll it with the stick. Video games is okay. Reality, if you want to lose a job, that's the quickest way to do it. Okay, so let's get a little closer here. Just a little tiny bit closer now. I usually like to keep the log in my window on the bottom. That way I know my range a little bit, so I know I can still make it if I need to. Now we're going to load a little backwards. We're going to load the back log first, because usually I do the front log, but that's okay. Like Mother always said, try new things. She never said that. Just kidding. I was born in a tube. I don't know what you're talking about. Gripper. So now in this case, I do like to keep them a little off balance. Like, so the butt is hanging a little low. Depth perception gets a little funky at this point. So I use my backing up controls. So I like to leave a little more hanging. See how it likes to teeter like that? So you gotta kind of shift her up a bit. There you go. It likes to teeter on this trailer quite a bit, so you gotta have a little more of the tail hanging out the back than I'd prefer, but that's life. Straighten out a little here so we can see the rest of our log pile. That should be it. Okay, let's see if we can get these other ones on here now. Now we're gonna grab the first one. Like, grab it a little higher up. Right about there. Let's try that. Grappled. I guess it doesn't really matter which way you teeter it, as long as you have a little bit of a teeter to it. Because with no teeter, you get kind of a... Oh, I got 2 logs. Oh, shit. See, now I really doubt this machine in reality can pick up 2 logs, but hey, I'll accept that because... Oops. 2 logs is good. You clear the stakes. Oh. It's a quick way to break a stake on a logging truck right there. I keep ducking like I can see better. It's not the Oculus. You can't do that. Oops. Forward a little. Oh. Teeter-totter. Should be about good for that one. Just teeter it that way a little. There we go. Just go that way a little teeny bit. It's very meticulous loading these trailers. Let's try to pull ahead a little. And let's go back a little. Oops. Come on. Come on, you ugly bugger. I think it's because I have 2 logs. It was just a bad idea to do 2 logs at the same time. I hop on a stake? I must be. See how that sucker likes to... So, it's sticking forward a bit, which isn't exactly great, so we're gonna see if we can pop that guy ahead a little bit there. Because he wouldn't even be able to load your trailer with that. So hopefully we can move it ahead here without fricking up my other logs here would be good. Gentle does it. Pull it up a little. Come on, you can do it, you bugger. There we go. Let's drop her there and see what happens. Push her down a little. Get in the saddle. There we go. That's alright. I'm okay with that. Let's get that. Clear the stakes. Yeah, that looks okay. I don't know what that other little skinny log. We'll have to go back and take a look there and see where it ended up. Where's my crane? There's my crane. Like I said, you can always switch to that other camera angle, but I find this way more, slightly more challenging, and it also kind of more realistic, like if you're in a cabin running a machine, so I don't know, makes it fun. There we go. Get the little skinny top here. Probably should have picked it up a little more center mast there, but we didn't, so that's life. Just gotta make sure we get the distance away from ourselves here. We might be a little too far away, so we're gonna shift her over here. Alright. Slide right in there. Whoops. Oh, a little too far on the top there. Come on. Come on, you bugger. There you go. Oh, slide in the trailer with it. Drop it. Drop it. Good. Golden. Oh, not so golden. So like I said, you find lots of balancing issues where you got to make sure you balance the sucker out a little. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Whoops. Drunk on the job. There we go. Depth perception is a very vital thing to have, I'll tell you. Gotcha. Kind of lifting the trailer here. I must have it pried on something. There we go. That work? That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, so now what we can do, put our crane in front so we know where it is, being all safe and stuff. Okay, here we go. Now, we can hook onto this bugger again, hopefully not losing any logs, if all goes well. You can also use your mouse to look around, which is a little quicker, but I always got one hand on this joystick, so I always lose what I'm doing. They also have a really good, if you use the lizard loader in this, it's pretty much identical to a real life wheel loader. like if you get the controls set up where you can do your joy and your thing, which is kind of cool. What am I doing? All right. Sometimes I get confused by the controls myself. All right, logs are staying on. That's a good sign. Now we're just gonna see if we can turf these shorts on there real quick. These are a lot easier to maneuver, so it shouldn't take long. For those of you who have dinner dates and no time to waste watching this. You know what, we're not even gonna take the trailer off. I think we're just gonna load them. I haven't tried that. I'm sure I could. The long ones I would definitely not want to do it this way. You definitely gotta take the trailer off. I mean, I'm sure you could, but it would take forever. You can also set the speed by hitting the numpad plus and minus as it shows in the instructions up there of the crane, so it spins better, but I like the speed, so that's life. Let's grab them in the middle here. Kind of a blind spot, but I'm guessing we're pretty close. Let's just open that grapple right up. Whoops, wrong way. As you can see, I get intensely down right in there. Like I can actually see. There we go. Whoop! Ah, shit. This is what happens when you work on a blind spot. See, now if I had an Oculus, I could peek. There we go. Lift those legs high in the air. That's the max distance we can get here. Oh, we're playing a dangerous game here now. Let's see if we can bring this back here now. Now we should be able to just pop these. Whoops! What the hell happened there? Short logs will be faster, he said. Won't take any time at all, he said. Tilt the whirl here. There we go, let's try that. Alright, get in there, you bastards. There we go. Okay. Let's grab that last little pecker pole and get out of here. Then we get to go to the mill. Alright. Come on. Come on. There we go. This one should hopefully be a little easier, because it's one little teeny weeny stick. Oops, gotta bring her up over that stake. Woo! There we go. Woo! Nice and gentle. Bring it up a little closer here. There we go. Good enough. So now, I'm going to swing my grapple around the front again, because safety. Where is it? Where is my grapple? Well, it should be right above my head here somewhere. I usually like to keep the little tongs hanging down so I can see. Just that. That's good enough. Now, we're going to go to the mill and make some money. So everything should be pretty secure back there. I don't suggest driving too lunatically, because I'm sure you'd probably lose your load, or at least drop some sticks off, I don't know. Sometimes when the trees are really close, I just grab a bundle and I'll go drop them over the fence right next to the mill here, but today we did not do that. And look at that, we didn't waste like hardly any fuel. That's pretty good. Last night when I was learning how to make these controls work, wow, I wasted a lot of fuel. And probably stopping for like an hour and leaving the game going with the machine running probably didn't help, but hey. Alright, so like Euro Truck, trailer backing up. So, try to get her as close to the mill as we can here. There we go. Close as we can. Let's go like this. It's a process, guys. It's a process. We're gonna go this way a little here. It's a process. That's close enough anyway. Unlike Euro Truck, the foot controls are not quite as subtle. The machine likes to just kind of start and roll and start and roll. That's probably good enough there. Oh, maybe, yeah, no, it's good enough. Okay, so now you can detach your trailer. What am I doing now? Switching to driving mode. And now what I do is I do the same thing. Back in sideways. Try to get as close as I can to the trailer hitch without hitting the trailer hitch. There we go. That should be about close enough, I think, to grab these guys. Okay, so there's our little guy again. Swinging about in all its glory. Let's try to grab these two first. Oops, come on. Is that about center, you think? We don't want them dead center. We'd rather be closer to the top on these ones. Maybe not that close to the top. And gotcha. Now what I do is I just kind of drive ahead, and I drive back, and I drive ahead. Oops. And then what you do is you feed them into this kick-ass little mill. You can see it's already trying to grab it with the conveyor, which is really helpful because then you just drop them. But they stick. Gotta hung up here. There we go. Then they feed in. And watch my money on the bottom there. Ka-ching. Mega bucks. 18, 21. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be rich before you know it. And all you gotta do is haul trees back and forth. This is nothing. This ain't no thing. That's a little too much. Well, maybe not. We'll try. As I destroy the beautiful brickwork on their building. Nice. I think when these ones go, you actually get money per piece. Like, if you watch where the saw line is, I think you can see, yeah, there you go. It cuts off the bits. It cuts off the bits. It'd be sweet if I could get that top with it, but I don't think I'm gonna. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Did we get it? Oh, we got it. Hell yeah, we did. Nice. Small accomplishments in life that I'm proud of, right? There we go. Tilt-a-whirl. No, other tilt-a-whirl. Still gotta get that down pat. Make money, money, make. And then I have short logs laying over there, and that one log that screwed up and it's stuck down there just to mock me forever down in the corner of my grapple there. Stuck kind of in between the mill load and the... Yeah, it sucks. So yeah, basically that's all there is to it. I mean, that's the name of the game right there. Just getting the logs and making it happen. So let's shut her down here. Beautiful skies. But yeah, no, this is an excellent mod. This made me want to play the game forever. I can't stop. I'm addicted now. Running a crane with simulated controls, running anything related to forestry with simulated controls is awesome. It's very good times. For sure. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of her here. There's other things you can do that I didn't show you, like the planting and stuff like that, because I haven't actually figured it out or done it. You can get mobile chopping machines and, you know, you name it. There's always things out there to play with, but I enjoy going out, bucking trees, bringing them back to this little sawmill and feeding them in, and just repetitively doing it. Here's my short logs I was talking about that I dropped over the fence. Even though I can walk through the fence. I don't know if a machine can drive through a fence, though. But whatever, I put them there. So yeah, this is Forest Mod / Idaho map mod for Farming Simulator 2013. I'm looking very forward to Farming Simulator 2015 when it comes out, which will have forestry apparently. If I get the time, I will put links in the description to like Joy to Key and to this mod and the setup and all that fun stuff, which may or may not happen. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. So we'll catch you guys next time. See ya.